can serve you some whiskey. Folks, welcome back. Gotta fix this chair. Welcome back. We've had a good 2 weeks so far. Those may have seen it, those have may not seen it. The last 2 weeks, we released a video every day, just for the most part. So I started this idea of like, you know what, let me do a random series of thoughts, you know, outside of the normal review. The topics that I think are important that I want to talk about. So each day was based on something different, and I'm gonna do a quick recap. And if you want to watch those videos, I'll go ahead and link them in the description below. So short video today, no review. Did a video earlier that's probably not coming out to maybe end of this month or top of next year. Let's just say it was a 10-way flight. That's all I'm gonna say. But anywho, number one video that first came out was Guess the Pour, and I had Johnny Walker Blue Label, and in that video, literally just guess the pour. That was it. You at home didn't know what the bottle was. It was in the bag, and I gave you hints. And then there's Johnny Walker Blue Label. That was the episode. Go check it out, and you know why that particular bottle, or Johnny Walker in general, is sentimental to me. So yeah. So number two, go back to my trusty notes, was how to buy whiskey. Now, this was supposed to be and is the prequel to the holiday gift guide that I was working on. It is a great starting point if you are looking to buy whiskey for a special someone in your life, or a coworker or a friend, whatever the case may be. I gave you a bunch of tips and tricks on how to buy whiskey for them and how to find out what they like without them knowing. So go check that video out too. Day number three. Why not rye? Why not rye to me is an interesting topic. A lot of people just don't like rye. So I think in that episode we did Emerald Rye by Bourbon, but I necessarily didn't review the rye per se. I just had it, this episode, because it was the closest thing I had. But we really got into why do people not like rye, and that was one I wanted to crowdsource some suggestions from people in the comments on what your favorite rye was, or what is the rye you introduce to people. Because what I want to do is the top comments that I see from people who recommend those bottles, I would like to get those, and at a later date do a video where I, you know, have people on that don't like rye and introduce them to those things. Day four, we got light whiskey. Now that one was just kind of like a background on, I think it was probably my most unique bottle or something like that. I don't think it was that, don't quote me. We had Obtainium light whiskey, and I think at the time, like I said in that video, that was the highest proof whiskey I had in my collection at the time. Since then, there's more, obviously. But go check that one out. That was interested. If you're curious about light whiskey, go check that episode out. Next up, we got day five. Now, this was a throwback episode. It was a 2020 little book that came out, and I think it was Path Not Taken. I think that was the name of the bottle, but I know it's chapter 4. I think it's chapter 4. Don't quote me. I'm pretty sure it's chapter 4, but anyway. The topic for that episode was, are those bottles open or not? And I always think about like people in the comments on like IG or even like Facebook groups or Reddit, and like people are always dragging people in the comments because like their bottles aren't open. Like, why do you care why the next person bottles is or not open? I was always kind of like befuddled by that. So that video was dedicated to people who be like, you know, you don't open your bottles. Check that one out. Day number 6 was the highest proof whiskey I have in my collection, which is the Hazmat. Go check that one out. I believe the proof is 144.1. It is an Iberian whiskey. If you're curious about that one, go check that one out. That was day 6. Day 7 was how to find dusty bourbons or dusty whiskey. And I think I call it dusty hunting or something like that. And in that video, I had this Old Forester store pick that was 90 proof, but it was the old square squat bottle from like 2011 to 2015-ish. Those came out. Yeah, so basically I kind of talked a little bit about how I came across some of the dusties I have and little tips and tricks you can use. So go check that one out. Day 8. So day 8 we got real peaty. I got into my Octomore, my 14.1. And I believe that one is 128 ppms of just crazy peatiness. So if you're tired of scotch or curious, check that one out. Last but not least, not last but not least, but we're getting there. So day 9 is supposed to be the holiday guide. See, what happened was we had technical difficulties. It is coming out at a later date, I promise you. I'm gonna have to reshoot the whole thing over again. It's okay, it'll be bigger and better, I promise you, but I'm gonna put that out sooner than later. It's a holiday guide, yeah. So day number 10 was basically how I bought whiskey and how I came across Whiskey YouTube, or as we call it, Whiskey Tube. And I wanted to basically source in the comments what people's favorite whiskey tubers were and things like that, because in the video I mentioned how earlier on in my journey I would buy stuff based off recommendations from people that I actually watched avidly on Whiskey Tube and went down the rabbit hole. So here we are now. So check that one out. Day 10. Day 11 was basically talking about bourbons finished in barrels. Now, I had the Nulu honey in that video. You already know how I feel about the Nulu honey. It was less about the Nulu honey, but how to find the right finishing barrel that you may like. So check that one out if you are into that. Yeah. So that pretty much was 11 videos, 11 different thoughts that I had. This is technically the 12th one, if anybody cares. It's 13 days into Christmas. I may continue this vibe, but maybe probably doing YouTube shorts. Only because I gotta get ready to start shooting some other stuff here soon. So yeah. So anyway, so if you like this one, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. You already know what to do. Yeah. Happy holidays, folks. And yeah, let me know in the comments a few things. Let me know, one, what your favorite video so far the series has been. And yeah, let me know, what are you looking forward to the most this holiday season or allocation season, whatever the case may be. Let me know. Till next time. Woo!